Plenty of Dark Age societies liked their art to sparkle. The taste for gold is one of the Dark Age's defining characteristics. But when it comes to religious bling, the Frankish Christians were top of the charts.
If you've ever wondered why the French sometimes conduct themselves as if they were the chosen people, it's because that's exactly what they thought they were. In 732 AD, the Franks, led by the heroic Charles Martel, Charles the Hammer, defeated an invading Muslim army which had come up from Spain hoping to conquer Europe.
The Franks believed God had chosen them to save Europe from Islam. They were his chosen people, and their art seems particularly aware of this special position in God's good books. The mightiest of the Frankish kings, Charles the Great, or Charlemagne as he's usually called, came from a dynasty called the Carolingians. He was crowned in 768, and with typical Frankish modesty pushed himself right to the front of Dark Age politics. Charlemagne was determined to expand the Frankish Empire. After all, it was God's chosen empire, and the Carolingians were God's chosen leaders. And this expansion of Charlemagne's Christian empire was achieved with deep brutality. In Germany, the Saxons, who were still pagans, were given a very simple choice: convert to Christianity or die. If they didn't become Christians, they were killed. That was Charlemagne's choice. In 800 AD, in Rome, on Christmas Day itself, the Pope rewarded Charlemagne for his efforts on behalf of Christianity by crowning him as the Holy Roman Emperor. Charlemagne was now the leader of the largest empire Europe had seen since the fall of the Romans. The centre of gravity of Europe had shifted, and it had shifted to the north. This is the chapel that Charlemagne built here in Aachen on the Belgian borders. And from here, he ruled his new Christian empire. And this is actually the marble throne on which he sat. There's a spooky simplicity to Charlemagne's throne. 4 slabs of ancient marble, a few metal clamps, 6 marble steps, and that's it. A gold-loving emperor is pretending to be a simple man. Charlemagne began building this chapel in 786 AD, and at exactly the same time, in Spain, the Muslims were building the great mosque in Cordoba, which I hope you remember from the last film. Such inventive and dramatic architecture, with those nimble double arches and that gorgeous forest of columns. Charlemagne's chapel, this chapel, was intended to be a deliberate riposte to the Muslims.